non-Muslims to know about Islam is that you can't knock it until you try it. So if you take the time out and actually read and understand what you don't like or something you find offensive, you read it, you'll understand it, and then you'll have a greater respect for it.
Being Muslim is a big part of my life. It's not only just calling yourself a Muslim wherever you go. It's all about lifestyle, the way you live, the way you present yourself in front of people, the way you act towards people, the way what do you do in front of people, what do you do behind people. There's no one around. So all of these things are part of being a Muslim. The big part of the masjid is also like presenting the good image of Islam towards our neighbors, being a good neighbor to people around us. We usually have events as a open house, for our neighbors and for people who want to know more about Islam. These are things that help people who don't understand Islam, who never heard about Islam. They help them to learn more about it, to see what the Islam is actually about, not what actually media is perpetuating pretty much on the TV.
To me, being a Muslim is a way of life, and every step I take and everything I do, I try to remember God and remember that He's watching me, and to remember that in my interactions with people. I feel like when we have those interactions and those conversations, then we'll see that at the end of the day we're all human beings and that Islam is a beautiful way of life.
What I love the most about the Masjid Al-Noor community is how inclusive everyone is. I love how during Ramadan we all get together for potlucks, everyone kind of cooks. We even had one for the parents where all the kids cooked for the parents, and it was a lot of fun. We even went out to IHOP one of the nights. I love how people from different backgrounds come together. It's not just all Pakistanis together, it's not just Bosnians together. All of us come together and we all go out and have a lot of fun. One of the great things about the Masjid Al-Noor community is our Sunday school. We have a really good system here. A lot of people are included. It's not just people, it's people from all different backgrounds, and I love how the teachers are very, they push towards our education about Islam, not just about Islam, but about other religions, so that we can learn about the other ones and see where Islam fits within it.
What I love about this specific mosque is that sense of belonging. I'm a Shia Muslim and my best friends are Sunnis, and I have never seen such a thing in different places. So I love that integrity of that this mosque is bringing to our community. I also have support from my friends and from my community, and I get education. I get service from them, and I also provide service to them. And that's what I love most about this mosque.
What I love most about this community is how active and involved the youth is. One of the events that we're organizing, upcoming event that we're organizing is the open house, and that's where we're gonna have members from the community come in and learn about Islam and just get to know a Muslim, and hopefully we can build relationships within our own community, but also outside as well.
The purpose of our open house is to bring awareness and also to educate our community and our neighbors about Islam, and also to build bridges on our similarities rather than our differences.
History of the masjid is that it was started by some people in Cedar Falls, Iowa, in a small rented apartment where they had 5 or 6 families that conducted their services and all that. But then in 1984, we had the building on West 2nd and Wellington come available, which we purchased, and we were there until about 5 years ago. That building served us as the center for all these years, and then we moved to this building where we are standing. This was around 2011-2012. We started construction around that time and moved a bit later. So our community has grown in numbers. A lot of new professionals have come in, students, professors, doctors, engineers, and then in 1990s when Bosnians came here, our numbers became even larger. So we have grown from a community of about 4 or 5 families to about 10, 15 families to about less than 100, and now we are total number of Muslims in this community is about 4,000 to 5,000.
The community, as you know, in Waterloo, Cedar community consists of multi-ethnic, multicultural Muslims. So we decided to hire an imam to unify the community. We are lucky to have an imam who is Bosnian, could interact with Bosnians, and also speaks the Arabic language and teach Quran and Hadith and Arabic, and also able to get the community together in Eid prayer and other prayers and services.
Original from Bosnia. From 2012, the activities in Masjid are multiply, and of those we have regularly daily and nightly prayers. We have weekly sermon and Friday prayer. We have also community potlucks every Saturday. Also, we have every Sunday school for the kids. Also, from our activities in our center, we have some humanitarian helping us from time to time. Activities in interfaith. Every month we have meeting with Interfaith Cedar Valley group. Also we have good connection with UNI in some activities there, and MSA, Muslim Student Association. We need really to be beneficial to our community and environment around us.
And another important part of our history here in the Islamic Center that unfortunately it happened in 2016 when the mosque was vandalized with a Trump word red paint on the wall on Friday. So what happened that we called the police right now. They were very responsive. On Saturday we called the media, we called everyone, the TV, and we just I'm really overwhelmed with the love and support we got from the community at large. On Saturday, just several people, anonymous, they showed up and they cleaned it without even letting us know who were they. Also, the churches, they called us after the church service, and they came, probably over 200 people, to show us their support. And in this incident, we had a beautiful thing happen that we decided to plant peace tree, and that representative of our unity in the community. And also we had Madeleine Albright visit our mosque to show us as well her support and her concern as well for what's happening to the Muslims. It just was too much for the Muslim community to handle, and the Islamophobia is on the rise. But our neighbors assured us that we are welcome in this community and we are safe in here, and we are very grateful to this communications and love that they showed us and they showered us with.